YouTube family and podcast family. I want to talk about the narcissist being the slot machine of life. Yes, narcissists are the slot machines of life is what I've come to realize, because we keep putting more and more of our time, our energy, our effort, our assets, the valuable things that we have, we put into this slot machine, hoping that something good will come out, right? Hoping that there's going to be a big payoff at the end where we're going to be happy and filled with life and joy and family and a beautiful home, maybe just a wonderful future with this person. But slot machines are not capable of giving you that, right? They're only capable of sitting there and randomly, possibly at some point, release a jackpot. And that's only if there are enough people to have invested into this slot machine all the way up until then, right? It's just a random, you never know when it's going to happen. And for you to sit there at the slot machine hoping that the next quarter, the next dollar, whatever you're putting into this is going to be the big payoff, you might get small payoffs along the way that keeps you going. You might get a couple of $1,000s from a slot machine, or a couple hundred, right, from the slot machine. And you think, I only put in 20 and I got $300. So I'm going to keep going. And before you know it, you put in back the $300 you just received. So now you're down $20, right? And you lost the $300 you initially started with. It's the same thing with a narcissist. You start to invest in a narcissist, your time and your energy, even your own body, right? You give to them everything that you have. And you think that, eventually this is going to pay off because I'm investing in this person. I'm helping them. I'm soothing them. I'm coming alongside them and helping them build their business or build their character, build their future. Helping them to heal from their wounds so that they can become the person I know that they can become. Well, a narcissist will continue to take and take and take as long as you are willing to give. And I want to warn you about this because you have to be so careful where you invest your money, right? And the same goes with where you invest your time, because life is short, you guys. Life is short. There's so much to go around and so much time that you have. Why would you waste it on somebody who's a bottomless pit, who's not going to pay out to you? In fact, they're going to pay out to the next person who sits down at the chair, right? At the slot machine. So all this time you put into the narcissist and you walk away for a moment, or they're distracted from you and somebody else sits down at the seat and puts in a quarter and they win all the money that you just put in. And they take off with the narcissist and marry them, and they get the big, beautiful house or the wonderful vacations or the family you always wanted. That's what the narcissist gives them, children or a financial future. And you're sitting there like, what the heck just happened? I just put all this effort into it. Well, here's the deal. The narcissist is still a slot machine, okay? Once in a while, they do pay out. And the person who happens to be there when they pay out may seem like, the lucky winner. But what happens there is the slot machine no longer gives out anything after that. That's it. Like, there's that one-time payout. And the person's left holding on to this narcissist thinking like, this is my jackpot. This is going to be the thing that's going to give me happiness at the end of my life or throughout my life. And they come to find out that they're holding on to this horrible, terrible, ugly thing that is no longer paying out. Gave them that one-time, payout, one-time, lottery jackpot or whatever. But then it's gone. Once it's gone, it's gone. And it doesn't change back. It doesn't change back to this incredible jackpot again. It doesn't renew itself. Like people can renew themselves, right? People can re-energize and reinvent and refocus and build new futures when our current situation goes bad. We can take a different road. But not so with slot machines. It's a one-way road. And same thing with narcissists. They're a one-way payout and a one-time payout if you get that payout even. You most likely, like 99% of the people who play slot machines don't get the payout, or probably even more, right? And there's the occasional once in a billion or once in a million or once in 100,000, right, that get the payout. But then even that payout runs out. And they're left holding this frog. They're thinking, what in the world am I holding on to? This is not feeling good anymore. And now you have children with them, or you have this big house that now you're indebted. You both have this your names are on the mortgage, and you can't get away because you have this huge debt along with the narcissist. And you think, well, I'll just keep holding on a little bit longer, hoping that what I have in my hands is going to turn out to be something beautiful, something wonderful. But it just doesn't happen, you guys. I want to let you know, when you think that you have got this narcissist in your hands and you think you've got this incredible payout coming soon, right? And that's what slot machines do. They give you this hope that soon, just the next quarter, the next day, the next week, just give me another month, right? Is how the narcissist works. Just give me a little bit more of your time, a little bit more of your life. And in the meantime, what does it give back to you? Nothing. It gives you back junk, right? The slot machine gives you nothing. It demolishes your heart. It takes your time. And before you know it, so many months and days or weeks have been wasted and you're holding nothing. You have nothing to show for it. You don't even have the money you started with when you put into that slot machine. You may have come into the casino with $200, $300, $500 even, right? Thinking, oh, this is going to be fun. But what you ended up doing is spending a week or maybe even just 2 days spending $500 at a slot machine and thinking you had fun, right? Oh, I had so much fun hoping. I had so much fun dreaming. I had so much fun thinking of the possibilities of hitting this jackpot. I had so much fun imagining what my life will be like when I win the $100,000 jackpot. But what are you left with? You walk away after you spent $500 and you're left with nothing but nuts and bolts and rusty nails. And you're thinking, what did I just gave away $500 just for hoping and wishing and dreaming. So you guys, that is what being attached to a narcissist is like. If you've never been attached to a narcissist, you won't understand this. But people are coming around and realizing that they're crushed and they're still attached. But the reality is they're not. They're not really attached. You're not required to stay at that slot machine. You're not chained to it, right? You're only chained to it as much as you keep hoping that things will change, as much as you keep wishing and dreaming that within the next hour, within the next 20 minutes, things are going to turn around and the gods of, favor are going to look on you and bless you with all this money and opportunity that you imagined was going to be there. You guys, if you're attached to a narcissist, realize that you can get away, that you're not really, that you're not really connected to them in a way that requires you to stay. At any point, you can get up from that seat and walk away. But the reason you might not do that is because you keep thinking, if I get up, the next person who sits down is going to win the jackpot. So I have to hold on to this place. I have to stay here. I have to hope that, just next week, things are going to change. They're going to get better. But I want to let you know, you have to start seeing your narcissistic partner as a slot machine. How much longer are you willing to put into this? How much more are you willing to put into this? And are you willing to say you had a great ride sitting there, spending all these months and years hoping, just continuing to hope and dream? Or do you want to be free from that? Do you want to walk away and say, you know what? I've given it enough time. There has to be a time when you cut loose your losses. You put in your $500. Are you going to go to the ATM and take out another $500? No, you've got to let go of that. You have to be free. You have to see that, oh my gosh, when you walk away from the slot machine, and you may feel regret at first, but you're going to start to see that there is life outside of the casino. There are people having drinks at the cafe. There are people walking down the avenue. There are people shopping and buying pretty clothes with the $500 they still have in their pocket. And you're like, what the heck did I just give up? But you know what? It's okay. You can still pick up your life. And that's the difference between a slot machine and being the person playing the slot machine. The slot machine does not change. It stays where it is. It continues to take and take and take and not change, not get better, not actually move from that spot. But the person playing the slot machine, at any point, you can get up and move. You can start living your life. You can start taking the money that you are earning. You're continuing to earn, right? Because you're getting a paycheck. So yeah, okay, you may have lost the previous paycheck, but that's okay, because everything that comes into you from now on, you can refocus that. You can redirect that to something that's going to be a real payoff, something that's going to benefit you in the long run. So you can actually start investing in yourself. You can start taking nice vacations for yourself. You can start taking classes, go take yoga classes, find an instructor, a workout instructor, invest in that, where you're going to start feeling better about you. Take a class at the community college, pick up painting, start buying things that will start investing in those hobbies for you. Pick up running, pick up jogging, pick up, do the things that are going to make you incredibly happy. Things that are going to free you to live your life. This is something that a narcissist just cannot do, and a slot machine cannot do. They can't redirect themselves in this way. They don't improve themselves. They just keep taking and taking and taking from others until the other person just can't give anymore. And then they take from the next person and the next person and the next person. And don't be distracted when somebody wins that jackpot, okay? Don't be so distracted like, oh, their life is now changed forever. Because as you know, most lottery winners, almost all lottery winners, end up worse off than when they won the jackpot, because they become isolated, right? They're not around normal people anymore. And also people start to abuse them more and more because they are not familiar or aware of what's going on around them. And then also they become paranoid and scared and start to bunker down. They surround themselves with things to keep them isolated from the real world. They want to try to protect themselves. And they're just a shell of themselves at the end. Once everything is spent and everybody has abandoned them, they are so much worse off. And that's what happens when we attach to a narcissist and stay with them. And don't worry if somebody else seems to be getting that payoff. They really aren't. It's such a short-lived payoff. Well, YouTube family, I hope that you understand better what it is that you're going through, and this has helped you to let go, right? Let go of that freaking narcissist. You don't need them. And if you are able to do this, and if this video has helped, please subscribe, like, comment, share, and watch a commercial once in a while on this channel. Or better yet, go to my website and buy me a cup of coffee on my donate button. I would so appreciate that. Thank you guys so much. Have a blessed day. I wish you lots of healing, wholeness, and joy.